back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Brian Lykins with Swan Financial. And Brian, I'm in heaven in this home because it needs a little bit of work, but I just love historic homes and thinking about all the different lives that have lived here over the years.
Well, thanks for having me, Kimberly, because this is definitely a unique property that I don't get to see much. I know that TJ has a beautiful listing here, and this is one of those properties that you can go multiple directions with being a historical remodel or even an income producing property like a bed and breakfast. But just walking this property is absolutely amazing. It's got so many neat features. I even think there's a little secret trap door that we may have saw all over there that looks kind of unique, but it's a gorgeous property and it's going to be very unique. I'm excited to see what somebody might do with it.
So this home is going to take a special buyer, but there's lots of homes out there that are still on the market, and the market is so hot right now, and yes, interest rates are so low. It's a great time to buy a home, period, no matter what type of home you're looking for, Brian.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing time that we're in. I wish the inventory was a lot bigger. I think the agents would appreciate that too. But rates are at an all-time low, and what a lot of people don't realize is when rates are this low, maybe the last time they looked at buying a home, their buying power just increased. You could potentially go up $40,000, $50,000 from where you may have last checked, where you were budgeting with your monthly budget. So rates are amazing, and now's the perfect time.
And Brian, one of the things that I think that's really important for people to realize if they haven't purchased a home for a long time or they're purchasing a home for the first time, they should see a professional like yourself first so that they know their budget and any type of roadblocks that might be out there.
Yes, it's a great point. It is imperative that you kind of go through the pre-approval process a little bit early. Don't get too excited and then want to go look at a house tomorrow and think you might get pre-approved today. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of times we can get you pre-approved pretty quickly, but if there's things and challenges that we need to guide you through to get you past an obstacle, we're trained to do that, to help you get into a house. You want your loan officer to basically give you a pre-qualification, because sometimes there'll be loan officers that potentially do what's called a pre-approval. You kind of give them the basic idea of what your credit score is, and then they might say, well, okay, that sounds good, you might qualify. You want to go a step further. You need your income analyzed, you want your bank statements looked at, and go through the steps of making sure when you're out buying that house that you don't have any obstacles. The last thing we ever want is for you to run into a problem.
And that pre-qualification, which is where they go a little bit further, really sets you up in the negotiation process, because if you have two prices that seller's looking at and one is pre-qualified and one is pre-approved, the pre-qualification candidate buyer is going to get the nod on that contract.
That is a great point. Absolutely. Correct.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian. Really appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.